Hey guys, Derek here. I want to share experience with you. So, about a month ago, it's been about a month ago. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. We've got riots and what they call protests, rioting. We've got this COVID thing that's going on. About a month ago, I was the best term I can think of is that I was really mad. I had a lot of internal anger about it. Lisa and I had just traveled to Phoenix to see our granddaughter, and it was kind of the first time that I'd been out of the Sacramento area. It was the first time that I'd been out of the Sacramento area since March, and when I went to the airport, that was the first time it really struck me. I was, parking's closed, airplanes on the ramp, stores closed, very few, there was one restaurant open, and very few planes flying. And it was just, as I looked at it, it frustrated me to see an industry being choked off and destroyed financially because of this. And, a lot of us have different feelings on it. And so that was my feeling, a feeling of frustration and anger. When I got back, I've had encounters with people over, over masks and policies and things like that, and just the general uneasiness and unknowing of what's going on in the world, very frustrating to me. I was very angry about it, and there's some helplessness there as well. And so I am a member of an organization called EO, and we had our monthly meeting, and we talked about that. And we talked about, I think a lot of us were feeling those kind of things. And then a couple of days later, I was studying the scriptures. Now, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Formerly, or a lot of people know us as the Mormons. And our churches have been closed since March. We have not gone to church publicly. We've been, instructed by our leaders to be studying at home and doing those things we can to maintain our spirituality here at home. And so, anyways, we study, the scriptures. We study the Bible. We have another book. It's called the Book of Mormon. It's another testament of Jesus Christ. So we have additional scripture, and I was studying that. And in there's a prophet Nephi. His father has just passed away, and he's talking about that, and he's having a conversation about sin and happiness. And I'll put this on the screen here and share it with you. But he said in 2 Nephi 4:27 through 29, and when I read this, it really struck me that. Let me read it to you. In 27, he says, "And why should I yield to sin because of my flesh?" He says, "Yea, why should I give way to temptations that the evil one have placed in my heart to destroy my peace and afflict my soul?" And the last line here in 27 really struck me. He says, "Why am I angry? Because of mine enemy." And that, when I read that, it struck a chord with me. I was allowing myself to be mad because of other things. He says, in 29, he says, "Do not anger again because of mine enemies. Do not slacken my strength because of my afflictions." And made a big difference. One, talking about it with friends and people that I can relate to helped me with that. And then when I read that scripture, I realized that it's on me. I need to put my faith in the Lord. I need to be studying the scriptures and praying regularly and putting my faith and trust in the Lord, and not allowing how I feel be determined by other people. And in doing that, in the last month, the COVID restrictions have increased, but I have to say that I've chosen to not let my emotions be ruled by the decisions of other people, and that I've chosen to be happy on my own, and made a big difference to me. So as you're going through this day, if you're struggling with stuff, just remember that you're in charge of your own emotions. Put your faith and trust in the Lord, and that the Lord's got us all in His hands. And if we put our faith in him, that we'll be all right, that we'll be okay.